Okay, it is a rainy Saturday morning. Not so much rain. Rain kind of stopped. Everything is soaking wet. A little bit more rain coming in this afternoon, but a lot of high winds. Garage doors are off. I'm going to head down and work on some trim on the shed. Come on down with me. Okay, I'll get you caught up. My soffit and fascias are all done. I'm really happy with how they turned out. My intersections right in here were kind of tough. I've never done that before, but I think they look pretty good for me. And then as I did it, I got better and better at it. And then here's where I just finished up yesterday. And these ones turned, too bad they're in the back. They turned out really good. But I was anxious to get the fronts done. I wanted to get these corners all buttoned up before birds started making nests in there. Now we're all watertight. I think it turned out pretty nice for a concrete guy. Okay, now I'm gonna put a drip edge 36 inches up, and I'm gonna put hardy plank siding here and stone veneer down here. I'm gonna wrap the corners kind of to match, see the freeze board on the house. I'm gonna do that out of 1x6. And then if you look up top, you'll see how I have 1x4 on the corners. I'm gonna do that same look here. I'll trim out around the garage door. These guys will be here any minute. There's our new doors laying in there with all of our garage stuff pushed to the back. So I'll go ahead and get set up. Talk to you real soon. Okay, the garage doors are being installed. The guy showed up about 15 minutes ago, and it would have taken me that long to just open up the boxes. So it's gonna be a nice look. All right, I'll come back to this in a minute, leave them alone. Working over here, getting some boards cut from my opening. I just cut this the thickness of my jamb, and I came down 36 inches up. I put a level line. So right here I put a little notch. Now I'll run my flashing down it and over, and stone will butt into this, and then I'll cap this off with a piece of trim. Okay. So I nail these up pretty good. The inside nails will get covered by our trim board. Outside nails you'll see. But it's just a finished nail. As well as stainless nails in this are good to use. Alright, I'll peel that label off. It's starting to get dripped on here. Got my flashing made up for both sides. I marked my studs, 12-inch centers. So notice how I kept my nails up. I don't want to nail at the bottom of this flashing and have water go through this nail hole. Any water gets behind here, it'll run down and come out. So nails are nice and high. You could even tape them if you wanted to. No heat inside. So, and everything's wet. I may tape them before I do my siding. We will see. Okay, so that'll be stone and siding. I'll go ahead and get my trim done around here. Wish this rain would let up. One door's on. They're almost done there. They're gonna be coming over here next. Okay, I'll just talk for a quick second here. Putting my corners on. My other one, I have a hook I can hang this on my belt. So I have a 3/4 inch block. I want this to be nice and flush when I put my return board on. So I just use this as a spacer. You can mark it. If you have a helper, you can hold it and nail it. Right there, nice and flush. You could build your corner and then put it up. So I have 1, 2, 3 marks. I know right where to put it. And there it is, all done. Standing back, I was just looking at it. Is this crooked? It works good going up the corner. 34 5/8 and 34 5/8. So a little heavy there. So my number is basically the same. I like it. All right, I'm going to get that corner done. And that might be it for today. I'm soaking wet, and it is almost lunchtime. Is in here. John's hooking up the new closers. We went with the side mount closers. They're super quiet, right, John?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice and quiet out of the way.
Yeah. So I can lose my. Oh, you already took down my brackets there. Good. Doors look nice inside, nice and clean. There we go. We're going to put the other closer over in this corner. Then I'll just run some power right to that. And John actually talked me into a closer in the shed. I mean, if you got a shed with a garage door, you need a closer on it, right? Thanks, John. It was only $900 more. What's that? You're throwing it in for free? My spacer. Hopefully that camera's pointing good. How's that better? So I have my block spacer here, making this nice and flush. And a pencil mark right here. Flush. Now I know exactly where my board goes. And here we go. So top, middle, bottom. I want to see that line. Then I go in between. Okay. I like to get it all nailed up, done, and then peel this off. It stays nice and clean from my dirty hands. And usually comes off real easy. There we go. These are recessed in, just a bump. You can take a little bit of silicone, wipe over it, and paint. Okay, now trim out my freeze board up there. And this side is ready for siding. Might do a little board across there. Yeah, definitely. Quiet garage door. You can't even hear it. Nice. There we go. So it is April 1st. These two are walking around here. I think they're planning a April Fool's Day joke on me. They haven't looked back yet. They were just down here snooping around. Hey, what are you guys up to? The go-kart? Yeah. Oh, I thought you were up to something.
No.
It's pretty muddy for the go-kart. We got about 2 inches of rain last night. So they weren't up to anything. They just want to ride the go-kart. So I was just telling these guys about my plan. We built this a couple weeks ago. Got a couple comments, and I always appreciate it. We did have the strapping. I just didn't have it in the video. So we put our straps in, and now I'm going to run 6x6s notched and tied into that underneath our band board down. I'm going to do shelving off of here. What is the shelving for? Well, maybe some rebar, maybe some other stuff, but Mike Morgan swapped me his sawmill for concrete work, however you want to say it. So I'm going to get in the sawmill business hobby. So I'm going to pour a pad right here, and we're going to put the sawmill probably centered on this so that I can cut my logs, and then I'll take the boards and I can put them up on the shelving under there to dry, or maybe I can stack them on that concrete. I really like that for different things, but we can always adjust that. And I definitely need to straighten it up. So I think we're going to start digging this out today. There's my excavator. You ready? Okay. So we'll just push all this down and make room for a sawmill right here. Now actually Mike's on his way over here to tell me if this is a good idea. Do I need more room? I'm really not sure how much room I need for the sawmill. But I thought it'd be nice to keep it close to that. Like I said, cut the boards, boom, right on the shelving. Then let them air dry for, you know, a year, I guess. Or do we come over here and put the sawmill more over here away from everything, and then I could do a pad big enough for sawmill and stack, and then we could always cover it. We got to get that back inside. So I'm going to go over that with Mike, just how much room do I need for it. Keep you posted. Let's get a go-kart out. It's looking a little dirty, boys. Might be time to give it a bath. Yeah. We'll see what it looks like in 20 minutes. Tighten it? Yep, snug it up.
I'm gonna take a nap.
Oh, you can stretch out in this one, huh?
Yeah. And we haven't even moved it back.
Is it on?
Yep.
Okay, choke, fuel. We gotta let it warm up a second. That looks fun. Away they go. Okay, as I'm walking around here, I'm always looking down. Look at that, right in the middle of the lot. Flat tire. Okay, while I'm waiting on Mike, I'm gonna head down and work on the shed today. Finally quit raining. It's quite muddy around it. So I'll get a little bit more of my siding done. Come on down with me. Just a nice, easy Saturday. You know, working around here, straightening up. A lot of wind and rain lately, so might get the boys picking up sticks. we'll see how that goes. Okay, I was just working down the house on the shed. Mike just pulled in. Let's see if he likes my idea. Set my board right here. Remind me that's there, otherwise I'll be looking for it later. What's up, Mike? What a mess, huh? Yeah, noon coming back in. How's your weekend going?
Good.
Good. All right, we'll talk in a second. So option one is, what'd you say, Mike, out about 12 feet?
Yeah, so if you have the controls would be right here, you're going to be walking, you know, like right here.
Okay.
Your sawdust is going to come on this side.
On what side?
You know what? I think we turn it around.
And walk the lumber this way? Or so?
The sawdust and your waste will go on this side.
Yeah.
And your finished lumber will go that way.
Okay. Because I want to put 6x6 attached to the wall with some outriggers and my shelving.
Yeah.
So we can keep that dry, flat, out of the sun, you know.
Right.
And then, like you said, all the waste would get piled up on this side.
Yeah, and you can get to like your slabs with your forks, and you can get your sawdust cleaned up with a bucket on a skid loader.
So then should I anticipate like all this area beside it just being a mess all the time?
Pretty much.
Okay, then maybe plan B.
Okay.
Down here further. If I do, we could move this stuff and tuck it down here lower. Now I'm taking my finished lumber further, but no problem. I could put it on forks and run it up.
Yeah, and honestly, the waste is going to be more to deal with.
More to deal with than the lumber.
Yeah. So if you're going to put it down here, I would even have the mill running this way, right here.
Okay.
Just over this way far enough that you can come around and get your slabs.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And your finished product here, and then you can take it up there.
Take it up.
It would be out of the way more down here.
Yeah.
Because you got all this other stuff going on.
Well, like as we're filling this could become parking. So I have enough room for the sawmill. I wasn't thinking all the waste. You know, if that's going to be a mess up there all the time.
Yeah, and I mean, if you clean up each time, it's not that. But you know,
have you seen me clean up each time?
You see my yard too.
Kinda. Yeah. Okay. So we'll ponder this.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Let's see. Today's the day. Thank you very much. My bike just showed up. I'm so excited. After going back and forth, we are going with plan A. We're going to do a little bit bigger pad up here, and we were going to run the sawmill this way. We're going to run the sawmill perpendicular to my storage area. That way the waste can go off the back where the power buggies are, and I can get in there and clean it up, and then I have plenty of access in the front. When it comes to rolling the logs on and off, that's what we came up with. And if we run it straight or turn it outward, it really doesn't take up too much more room of this yard. And I was telling Mike, and he seemed to like this idea, I'll pour the pad a little bit bigger back there, and I'll put some tie-down loops in the concrete for ratcheting down the lumber.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So I'll try and work that into somewhere and see what we can do there. All right.
You could really get fancy and have something where the tie downs are under the surface.
Oh boy.
You know what I mean? So you're not tripping on them. Or you can just, but then they'd fill with crud.
Yeah,
too.
saw it full of sawdust too. Yeah. Yeah. Let's just, how about easy? Let's just do something easy here, right? All right. Well, thanks for coming over, Mike. Really appreciate the
You're
input.
welcome. I'm looking forward to it.
Good. Me too. Okay, I'll just talk real quick of what I'm doing here on my siding. I got this left over from a job site. It's been sitting up in the weeds. It's just got some dirt on it. That'll wipe and power wash right off. Donna will have that cleaned off in no time. This is a cement board material. It's called Hardy Plank. It's already painted and finished. So I just put it up with roofing nails, 5.5 inch lap, And once I caulk the edges, this will probably never need touched again for as long as I'm here. So I just have a little bit more. I got to do my trim boards up here and down. And then I'm going to run it all the way down to the ground. No sense on stoning the back side that faces the woods. I am going to do a stone veneer wrapping right around here. I had every intention on working on this and getting a lot of this done today. I want to go get ready for my sawmill. Okay, that's going to be about it for today. I just wanted to explain something. Mike Morgan, Outdoor with the Morgans, he posts his videos a lot quicker than I do. So he came over today. We went over where we're going to put the wood miser. You're going to see it on my channel probably about a week after you see it on his. I don't want you watching it there, then you come over on mine and say, hey, what's going on? Where's it at? We have a big time gap between whenever I video something and it gets aired. It's about a week delay. So I just wanted to explain that real quick. Once you see it and you hear me saying this, now everything will make sense to you. So I thought it would be worth mentioning. The rain is right over the hill heading this way. So I got my tools put away. I'll go ahead and wrap it up. Just a little Saturday video of what I'm doing around here and the exciting news about the sawmill. So I hope you all follow along and enjoy the video. Have a good day.